Hi PerformX athletes, Cathy here. This is your Restore and Recover Yoga. So to get started, we are going to start in sitting. If you do find sitting really challenging, we won't be here for long, but find a pillow, a block is nice, but a pillow's good, and just sit on your pillow. If you find your knees are way up in the air like this, you can also take a couple pillows or even blocks just to put under there so it feels more supported. So this is an option. So you're going to bring one foot in front of the other. Get nice and tall, and let's just start with breathing. So close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall, find your sit bones. And then really lengthen your spine tall, reaching out through the crown of your head. Hands just resting on your knees. Bring your focus and awareness to the breath and just listen to the sound of your breathing without changing anything. And then start to deepen your breath. So each time you inhale, you feel the rib cage expand wide and expand forward and back. And each time you exhale, you're feeling the rib cage contracting gently, funneling in and down, knitting together. Feel the breath widening the rib cage as you inhale, and the rib cage gently contracting as you exhale. So listen to the sound of your breathing and try to make your inhales and exhales very even. If you need to, shake out your legs at any time. Bring your hands into a prayer position and really spread the fingers wide. With your next inhale, reach your arms forward and then start to open up your fingers and really flex at the wrists. Your fingers are spread nice and wide, and then open the arms up. Fingers are spread, wrists are flexed, and then take those arms back as much as you can without shifting the position of your body. And then as you exhale, curl your fingers into your hands and start to curl your wrists in. Bend your elbows and bring your hands so the back of your hands touch. And then inhale, reach those arms forward again and spread the fingers wide. And let's do that again. Nice open arms, open fingers. Flex at those wrists, stretch across the front of the chest. Exhale, roll the fingers into the hands, bend the elbows. So you've got fists at this point, and then you take the back of the hands, if you can, together. Open up the fingers, and then come again forward. Let's do that 3 more times. If you can, close your eyes, breathing in as you open the arms and hands. Breathing out as you bring the back of the palms to touch. Bring those arms forward as far as you can, and then open. Big breath in. Nice breath out. One more time. And then bring the back of the hands together. One more time here. And just hold that. Bring your palms or your arms forward as far as you can to get a good stretch across the back of the hands. Nice, and then just shake that out. Shake your wrists. Bring your hands to your shoulders. As you inhale, we're going to twist left, and as you exhale, we're going to twist right. You can also do this with your arms here if you prefer. So we're going to go a little bit faster. Inhale, exhale. Keep going, so it's a nice deep breath. As you can hear my breath, I'm deeply inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Hands can also be here. Keep going. We just want to really twist out that spine and work on cleansing and flushing out toxins from your kidneys. Five more breaths. Stop in the middle, big breath in. Just hold it at the top. And then exhale. Take your arms and reach them behind you. I want you to try and bring your palms into a prayer. So fingers are up, palms together. If this isn't going to work for you, hold onto your elbows. So you're still in sitting, palms in a prayer, or holding the elbows or arms, whatever works for you. And then you're just staying here and holding. Now, if you have your hands in a prayer, I want you to bring your ribs back into your hands. So don't let the ribs pop out here. Bring the rib cage back into the palms. And then just hold and breathe. Let those shoulders open. Try to be relaxed through your shoulders. Go back to that nice even inhale and exhale. Listening to the sound of your breath. One more breath in and out. And then we're going to shake it all out. Release your arms, release your legs. Let's come on to all fours. Going into cat-cow. Palms are directly under your shoulders and knees are directly under your hips. Spread your fingers wide and really feel each finger tip, joint, mound, and then the wrist come to the mat. Make sure that you're not feeling that pressure on the outer edge of the hand at any time. So the focus generally could be more at the index finger and the thumb mound, because that's where we tend to kind of take the weight off of. So it's nice and spread. Take an exhale and just curl your spine. Pull the belly in. Inhale, starting from the tailbone, roll through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Arching, look up with your eyes. And then exhale, curl the tailbone down, arch lower, mid, back, and let the head come down last. And just continue following your breath. You can take this a little slower if you can. Shoulders roll back. Eyes look up, using those eye muscles. Exhale, curl the spine. Really pull that belly in so you're squeezing all your internal organs. And take a moment there. At the end of each inhale and exhale, there's a bit of a pause. Stay there. So there's no breath, and just focus on that pause. And then start your breath again. One more full breath in and out. And then arch your spine and just hold it there. Curl your tail under. Tuck your chin to your chest. Pull the belly in. Press away from the earth. And then just come back to a neutral spine. Come onto your elbows. Make sure your elbows now are right underneath your shoulders. Reach your right arm forward. Bring your left hand so it's just underneath your right elbow and your forehead resting down onto your left forearm. So see, my hips are right above my knees. I'm reaching forward with the right arm and walking the right fingers forward. If you can here, just allow your spine to completely release. So tailbone reaching up, spine arching, and breathe. Try and relax through your shoulders. We're going to take 5 full breaths. Each time you exhale, just allow your body to completely release and let go into that stretch. Remember that if you're feeling any pain, then you want to ease off. Discomfort is okay. Okay, moving to the other side. I want to just add that if you found that first side challenging, you couldn't quite get your forehead to the floor, I'll show you a way you can use a prop, whether it be a block or a pillow. So you put the block where your forehead would be. This time the left arm is reaching forward, right arm across. Make sure your hips are above your knees. You're not back in this position, so you're nice and forward, and then your forehead would rest on that block. So this is another option. You can do a half block, and then you relax your chest down from here. And we're going to take 5 breaths here. So really find that nice full breath into the lower lungs. And exhale all the air out. Find that pause at the end of each inhale and exhale. Faces relaxed. Two more breaths. Relax your shoulders. Notice where you're holding tension. If you find this really challenging, just take yourself back into a child's pose for a breath or two, and then come back into it. We're going to move into both arms forward, forehead to the floor. So really walk those fingers forward, but keep your hips stacked above your knees. If you have no problems or tension in your neck, slide your chin to the floor and look forward. Breathe. Relaxing your chest towards the floor. Some of you might even find your chest will touch the floor. Try not to force this. Allow the breath to take you into the stretch. Two more breaths here. Relax through your hips, belly. And then to come out, slowly make your way out. Chin, if your chin is on the floor, forehead back to the floor. Slide your bum down towards your heels. And then let your arms come down beside you. Into child's pose. If child's pose is challenging, there's always the option of block, again, to the forehead or under your forehead. Or if you find your butt's way up in the air, this is where throwing a cushion underneath your knees and hips. There's lots of options to get yourself as comfortable as you can. Child's pose is a resting pose. There's lots of benefits to it, but you should feel that you can relax to a certain degree. Let's take a couple more breaths. Feel the back of the body nice and wide as you pull that air deep into the lower lobes of the lungs. And then let your chin drop to your chest and nice and slowly just roll yourself up. Shoulders are relaxed. Let your hands slide up onto your thighs. And stack your spine one vertebrae at a time. Notice where you might find you want to just pop up, where your spine feels more like a broomstick, and go even slower there. Take your time in those sections of your spine. Nice. Let's come up onto our knees. We're going to step that right foot forward. And you're going to have your hands on your knees. Make sure both hip bones are facing forward. So just a regular runner's lunge here. I want you to really feel like you're pulling your front heel towards your back knee. And then relax a little bit deeper. Left arm, take it forward and up. Make sure the rib cage doesn't pop out. And then gently arch back. Look up if you can. Try not to come back onto your left knee. Keep the weight forward on that right foot. Nice arch. And then bring the arm down so it's straight in front of you. And then open your arm up to the left. Follow your fingers with your eyes. Stretch it open. Look right back towards those fingers. And then bring your arm forward. Take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Right arm forward, and then follow the fingers as you twist to your right. At this point, remember you're bringing all that weight forward onto your right foot. You're trying to keep your hips square. And then come back and around. Now for just one moment, I want you to take your hands onto your hips, and I want you to actually bring your weight back onto your left knee. Bring that foot so you have a 90-degree angle at your front knee and your back knee. And then I want you to just round your spine a little bit and then pull that left knee forward. So you should feel a really good stretch across the front of your left thigh. So you're scooping the belly. You might find just having your hands on your knee helps. And just scoop, round, and let's take the other side. Left foot forward. Relax into your hips, both hip bones facing forward. Palms on your knees, on your front knee, sorry, close your eyes. 5 breaths. Just notice your left foot for a moment and make sure you feel the weight equal on the inner and outer lines of the foot. So big toe mound, baby toe mound, and the heel. You're just relaxing through your shoulders, allowing yourself to really relax deep into that right hip. Reach your right arm forward and then take an inhale and reach it up, arch, look up. And then bring the arm down and you're going to open it to the right. Follow your fingers with your eyes all the way around, looking back. Big breath in and out. Bring it around, take that right hand to the outside of your left knee and then inhale, reach your left arm around. Follow your fingers, sink a little deeper, breathe. This is where that front foot, you're using it for balance, so make sure you're using the full foot, not just the outer edges, not just the toes. Weight is equal, bring that arm around. Nice, take your hands either onto your hips or onto your front knee and then just take your weight so you're stacked hip above right knee, left knee above left heel, and now just arch your spine. So round your back and then sort of feel that stretch right up through your psoas. It's like you're dragging that right knee slightly forward as you're pulling your hip back. Nice and tall. Let's come down onto our back, or our stomach. So we're just going to go into a spine arch. Palms are just under your shoulders, legs are straight, legs are relaxed. Slide your nose along the floor until you're looking forward. Take an inhale and roll your shoulder blades onto your back. Just a nice low cobra. Inhale and lift your chest. I want you to be able to lift your hands off the floor here. Just feel nice and open across the front of the chest. Eyes are gazing forward, or if you're okay with your neck, look up. Breathe. Reaching through the legs, but not too much tension in those legs. Again, you should be able to lift your hands and then lower yourself down. Reach back and take a hold of your right ankle. If this is not possible, take a strap and use the strap to hold on to your strap. Take that left arm and reach it forward. Try to stay in good alignment, so your knees, hips, ankles, arm, shoulders are all in nice line. And then reach that right foot back and stretch up. Your chest might come up, it might not. You might keep your forehead on the floor. But press that right ankle into the hand. Make sure that right knee doesn't splay out. Breathe, 5 breaths. And then release, change sides. You might find that that left knee stays on the floor, but try and lift it just a little bit so you're getting this through the front of the thighs. 2 more breaths. And then lower it down. So let's continue on with your fingers wider than your mat and come onto your fingertips. Spread your fingers out. Legs are relaxed and slightly wider than your hips. Roll your shoulders onto your back And then just raise your chest up. Nice, relax your glutes as much as you can, your legs, your hips. And then dip that left shoulder towards your mat and look over your right shoulder. Exhale. Inhale up to center, arch, straightening the arms. Exhale, dip the right shoulder, look over your left. And let's do this from side to side. Inhaling and exhaling. A little bit into the twist. Come into a nice arch each time. One more time, each side. Come back to center, palms flat. Raise yourself up. Relax your glutes, shoulders down. Just let your belly hang loose. So the only work you're doing is with your arms. If you need to, if this is too challenging, try bringing your arms further forward. And then just bend your elbows and lower yourself down. Press your palms under your shoulders. Come up onto your knees. And just let's go into a child's pose. Again, use your props if you need to. Big breath in. As you start to exhale, very, very slowly, like you're barely moving, roll yourself up, curl your tailbone under, drop your chin to your chest. Your arms are completely relaxed. And breathing on the way up, palms slide up onto your knees. Head comes up very last, shoulders, take them gently back and down. Keeping your eyes closed softly, just slide down onto your sit bones, swing your legs out and around, and lie yourself down. Walk your shoulder blades nice and wide on the floor, flop your arms open, give your legs a little shake, and then just drop them wide. If there's tension in your neck, move your head from side to side a few times. And with your head back in the center, close your eyes. Take one last full breath into the body, right from your belly to your shoulders. And as you exhale, just feel the muscles in your body starting to release away from the bones. Skin on your face softening. Eyes softening. Just let the breath come naturally now. Stay very still. Enjoy the feeling of stillness in your body. Stay here as long as you like, or start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. And gently bring yourself back to your breath. Head move side to side. Bring your knees in, roll on your back from side to side. Take your palms together and your feet together and rub them really briskly, stimulating your nerve endings in your hands and feet. And then with your hands under your knees, roll yourself up. Come around to sitting. Find a comfortable seated position and maybe notice the difference in your body, in your hips, in your joints, in your spine, in your shoulders, as you sit cross-legged before your class and at the end of your class. One more deep breath from belly to shoulders. Expanding the capacity of your lungs. Exhale. exhale all the air out. Thank you very much. Namaste.